Station. It's time now for your expanded local news. A massage parlor was shut down on Wednesday after the community action team conducted an operation for solicitation of sex acts. Lotus Massage Spa was shut down at 500 North Webster Street in Taylorville following the investigation. According to the Taylorville Police Department, an undercover police officer was sent in and made a successful solicitation. A female was then taken into custody for solicitation of a sexual act. Christian County State's Attorney John McWard confirmed with Regional Radio News that the massage parlor has now been shut down. This is the second time that the massage parlor has been shut down for solicitation in just the last year. The Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce is turning its attention to forthcoming festivities. With Halloween around the corner and the December holidays thereafter, they are working with member businesses to develop and promote special sales and offers, as well as other fun events. The Chamber is also launching a new initiative to incentivize shopping local first. The first Halloween-related event is tonight. Wright's Furniture in Taylorville is hosting a trunk or treat. Chamber Board President Crystal Baker says the following week is filled with other fun activities for people of all ages.
The Monster Bash, hosted by the Taylorville Police and Fire Departments on Monday, where you'll find the Chamber and Small Town Downtown Taylorville teaming up to support the event and the community with a game station and, of course, handing out candy to all of the attendees.
I love that.
Susie's Resale will be hosting a boutique and artisan vendor pop-up shop on Friday, October 31st. We can't let the kiddos have all the fun, so the adults need a little fun too.
Good.
Be on the lookout for more information on the annual Persimmons Party with the Christian County Historical Society on Saturday, November 1st. And again, you can get more information on all these activities going on our community events calendar on our website, taylorvillechamber.com.
The Chamber is also rolling out special gift certificates, which can be used at any member business. The goal is to encourage people to support the small businesses within the town and surrounding area.
Okay, so we have issued over $1,000 in Chamber gift certificates in just the last 2 weeks. 100% of those dollars will be spent here in Taylorville to support local businesses. This program is designed to promote community members to shop local first. Gift certificates that spend like cash and can be used at any participating Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce member business. So how they work, you purchase a Chamber gift certificate. You can do that online by our website, reach us by email or phone. Redeem them. You use them like cash at any participating Taylorville local business. They do not ever expire. And then local businesses can redeem them back at the Chamber for 100% of their value. So it's huge. And that's another way people can find out about Chamber businesses. If you purchase gift certificates for a business after hours or an event that you have going on, then there's a QR code on that gift certificate and it will list all of the participating businesses.
And the business after hours sessions continue as well. The Heart Media Group will actually be hosting the next such event on November 12th.
So we're pleased to report that our last Business After Hours, hosted by Wright's Furniture, was a success with a good turnout of the event where we met and connected with fellow attendees, as well as learned so much about Wright's Furniture and their offerings, not one, but two custom furniture designers and a proprietary line of mattresses. Plan to attend the next Business After Hours, Connecting People with Heart, hosted by none other than Heart Media Group in Taylorville on November 12th. From 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. We're looking forward to supporting Heart Media, touring the studio, and learning about everything you all do here at Heart Media.
The Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce can now boast 3 new members. They include Dr. Dre's Soft Wave Therapy, as well as Wendell Surveying and Realtor Julie Mayer.
The first one is Dr. Chris Dre's with Soft Wave Therapy. Soft Wave Therapy is a breakthrough treatment that's trusted by professional athletes, top universities, and leading healthcare providers nationwide, and now it's available locally. I believe it was one of the first clinics around the area. This addition means Taylorville residents have access to world-class innovative care without having to travel far. We're incredibly excited that their Taylorville clinic is bringing truly cutting-edge regenerative technology right here to our community. We have Wendell Surveying. It's a surveying company located in Taylorville, owned by Brent Wendell, a licensed Illinois professional land surveyor. He offers a variety of services, including boundary surveys, construction stakeouts, topographic studies, and ALTA surveys. Wendell Land Surveying works with clients to provide accurate land measurements and documentation for property and development needs in the area. And then we have Julie Mayer, Realtor. So she is a real estate agent in Taylorville, affiliated with Kennedy Real Estate, and represents clients on the seller and buyer sides. If you want to contact Julie for your real estate needs, please give her a call, 217-825-3748, or contact her through Kennedy Real Estate.
And more information on the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce is available at taylorvillechamber.com. Crystal Baker appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. This will conclude the first portion of your expanded local news, and it's brought to you by Taylorville Community Credit Union.
Looking to save more and stress less? This is Will Perkins. At Taylorville Community Credit Union, we're here to help you build a stronger financial future with great loan and deposit rates, convenient locations, and service from people you know and trust. We're member-owned, member-focused, and proud to serve anyone who lives or works in Christian, Montgomery, or Shelby counties. Discover the credit union difference. TCCU is your partner in financial success. Member NCUA.
The Illinois General Assembly is currently putting the final touches on the annual veto session. This is when they may hold votes to overturn the governor's vetoes, as well as push through any final legislation before the year ends. A number of key topics are on the table at the veto session. They include extra charges related to home deliveries, as well as a potential response to tax cuts at the federal level. State Senator Steve McClure has been at work in the veto session. One measure that he and his colleagues are discussing is a transit reform package. It would institute a $1.50 tax for items delivered to homes within the state, and that revenue from it would be used to help fund the Chicago Transit Authority.
I don't suspect we're going to vote on anything this week, at least. We're scheduled to be in veto session for another week at the end of the month. But your listeners may remember that a transit package passed the Senate a few months ago, and that was going to cause all of us to have to pay a $1.50 delivery tax on everything that comes into our house, whether it's from Amazon or if somebody brings a delivery from another company, $1.50 for every delivery, and that was going to go fund essentially the Chicago Transit Authority, which has been making very poor decisions with money and is in very dire shape.
The CTA has faced heavy criticism over its reduced fare initiatives for certain riders, high crime rates, and also a lack of maintenance of the vehicles themselves.
They have a major issue with crime on these trains. And so, the mayor of Chicago, who I think is universally disliked at this point, I think his approval rating is like 6% or something, like a record low approval rating. He has allowed crime, and so has the governor, quite frankly, to just be out of control in Chicago. And that makes a lot of people not want to ride or use public transportation. And so when you've got all these people riding for free, you've got a lot of people in Chicago not feeling safe enough to ride these trains. A lot of them are just old and crappy, for lack of a better word. And so the experience is not good for people. And, because Chicago for many, many years has not invested in their trains.
Parts of Illinois law regarding taxes are meant to mirror that of federal law. The federal tax code, though, has seen significant changes following the signing of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act into law. As such, there is an ongoing effort to decouple from federal provisions.
Governor Pritzker is against some of the Trump tax cuts that are being implemented at the federal level, and I think he wants to decouple those from the state. Basically, the state of Illinois has a law in place that says that when the federal government implements tax cuts, that the state sort of takes those into account at the state level as well. Well, now Governor Pritzker, the rumor is that he wants to separate some of those federal taxes from state taxation. So therefore, what that could mean for all of us is that we're going to end up paying more taxes because Governor Pritzker just doesn't like the tax cuts, of course, because they're associated with President Trump. And so, of course, he wants to separate everything from President Trump, whether it's good or bad, because he wants to run for president himself.
And supporters of the move to decouple say that it would actually help the state avoid budget shortfalls. Another point of discussion in the veto session is a little more symbolic. Senator McClure has filed a resolution to honor the late conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The two had previously met at a convention in Springfield, and Kirk was raised in Illinois.
And I did file a resolution in the Senate to honor his life because he was from Illinois. And I filed a very bipartisan resolution, bipartisan in the sense that it's not political. It's just talking about the fact that Charlie Kirk was a person who advocated for free speech and discussion on college campuses. And, I think it's very fitting to honor him in his home state with a resolution. And so I filed that yesterday in the Senate, and I've gotten several co-sponsors already. And I know that in the House, they also dealt with a resolution to honor the fact that we should be debating each other without violence, and there shouldn't be political violence. And I thought that was a nice thing in the House as well.
More information on Senator Steve McClure is available at senatormcclure.com. Senator Steve McClure appeared as a guest on the WTIM morning show. Families looking for a mix of Halloween fun and science discovery will have a chance at both when Lincoln Land Community College brings back their Haunted Lab event later this month. Celebrating the spooky side of science actually comes today, Friday, October 24th, from 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at LLCC's Springfield campus. Children of all ages are invited to attend with a parent or guardian for an evening filled with eye-catching experiments, hands-on activities, and a festive atmosphere perfect for the season. The free community night sees Lincoln Land Community College's Upper Sangamon Hall transform into a lively science showcase, featuring demonstrations that mix learning with Halloween spirit. Led by members of the chemistry and biology clubs and under the guidance of Jennifer Davis, LLCC's Westlake Nature Grove and outreach coordinator, the shows will then take place in rooms 2213 and 2215 and will start about every 30 minutes. Each presentation will include colorful chemical reactions, bubbling potions, and bursts of fire, all designed to inspire curiosity about how science works. Between shows, visitors can explore interactive activity stations of topics in biology, geology, geography, and physics. Each stop will offer experiments that encourage children to learn by doing it themselves, with LLCC students and staff on hand to help in the fun. Organizers encourage children to come in costume to add to the Halloween spirit, and fresh popcorn will be available throughout the evening. The Haunted Lab is sponsored by the Lincoln Land Community College Natural and Agricultural Sciences Department, along with the college's chemistry and biology clubs. The annual event hopes to make science accessible and exciting, showing children that discovery can be just as fun as it is educational. Find out more on Lincoln Land Community College by visiting them at llcc.edu. Wright's Furniture and Flooring is getting into the Halloween spirit with its first ever Treats on Main Street Candy Walk this weekend in Dietrich. Families are invited to stop by the showroom on North Main Street this Saturday, October 25th from 2 until 4:30 p.m., where kids can dress up in their favorite costumes and collect free candy at themed stops throughout the store. Wright's Furniture president, John Wright, says that the event is a fun way to bring the community together and create lasting memories for families. He adds that the store has stocked up on plenty of candy to make sure that every trick-or-treater leaves with at least a sweet treat. Afterwards, families can head over to the Liberty Park for Dietrich's Booze and Brews event. It features live entertainment, games, food vendors, and more family-friendly fun. The weekend before Halloween is always a big one for those in the fall agritourism business, like Jenna Speichel with John Mac Orchard in Malta, Illinois. Spikel is also chair of the Illinois Specialty Growers Association. The Illinois Ag in the Classroom Administrator of the Year is Karen Jones. She's from St. Mary's Grade School in Pontiac in Livingston County. Karen Jones will be honored in December during the Illinois Farm Bureau annual meeting in Chicago. This will conclude the second portion of your expanded local news, and it's brought to you by CNB Bank and Trust.
Life happens, and CNB Insurance Services is here to help protect what matters most. From your home and car to your farm and business, our local team works with top providers to find the coverage that fits your life. No pressure, just honest guidance from people you know and trust. CNB Bank and Trust, helping to open doors since 1854.
Insurance products are not insured by FDIC or any federal government agency. Are not a deposit of or guaranteed by the Fed or any bank affiliate and may lose value. Any insurance required as a condition of the extension of credit by CNB Bank and Trust and may not be purchased from our agency, but pays without the approval of the application. An extension of credit be purchased from an agent or insurance company of the customer's choice.
Moving now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and are brought to you by Sutton Memorial Home.
This is Chad Sparks. When you lose a loved one, your choice for making final arrangements should be with the compassionate family at Sutton Memorial Homes. They know the death of a loved one is difficult. Austin and Evan at Sutton's and the entire staff have devoted themselves to loving and caring for those in their community in their time of need. You can trust Sutton Memorial Homes to assist your family in making final arrangements that will be a tribute to your loved one. Sutton Memorial Homes, caring is what they do best.
83-year-old Karen R. Yazel of Taylorville died on October 21st. Visitation is October 27th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Taylorville. Funeral service will be October 27th at 11 a.m. at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Taylorville. Burial will be at Oak Hill Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. 67-year-old Deborah Sue Heckwine of Taylorville died on October 20th. Visitation was yesterday, October 23rd, from 5 to 7 p.m. at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville, with a graveside service being today, October 24th at 11 a.m. at Oak Hill Cemetery in Taylorville. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. 42-year-old Stephanie Michelle Colonius of Taylorville died on October 18th. Visitation is October 24th from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Trinity Lutheran Church in Taylorville. A memorial service will be on October 24th at 12 p.m. at Trinity Lutheran Church in Taylorville. Cremation rights have been accorded, and funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. 89-year-old Carl Durbin of Morrisonville died on October 17th. Visitation is October 25th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at a Solly Funeral Home in Morrisonville. Graveside service will be on October 25th at 11 a.m. at St. Maurice Cemetery in Morrisonville. Interment will be at St. Maurice Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by a Solly Funeral Home in Morrisonville. And 75-year-old Robert John Stevens of Taylorville died on October 15th. Visitation is November 1st from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Grace Baptist Church in Taylorville. Memorial service will be on November 1st at 11 a.m. at Grace Baptist Church in Taylorville. Burial will be at Oak Hill Cemetery with military honors. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. Get details on these and other local news stories at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com or hear them every hour on WTIM. WTIM is your only local news radio.